Have you ever heard about the law of assumption? Now, the law of assumption states that what you assume becomes true to you. Now, that is it's a true statement. And it goes back to how the mind works. Okay, now if you're living sad, if you're living depressed, you have to understand that we are humans, we have energy, okay? We have an energy inside of us, and that energy inside of us is a creative energy, and that's because we are born in the image of the Creator. So the Creator creates, therefore we must also create. We have an energy. The ancients called it prana, this energy right in front of you, right here, that they believe you can actually control, and it's all around you, it's everywhere, it's like the life force. Bang, it's right there. Now, we have this energy inside of us, and when we look out, what's actually happening is our visual cortex is taking light into the eyes. It's bouncing off the back of our brain, which is around where our visual cortex is, and it is projecting an image into our mind of what we are seeing. This is why not everyone sees the same thing, okay? Because everything is based on perception. This is another reason why a good example of this would be, say you had an amazing summer. And in your mind, you had an amazing summer. The weather was unbelievable, and you had the best summer. It was sunny, it was beautiful. You went out all the time, you did a ton of stuff. You could have that reality. Now, you could be sitting next to somebody who is living in the same exact town as you, who's your next door neighbor. Same type of people, same interested in the same things. You guys both are in the same basketball league or whatever. Doesn't matter, okay? You hang out together. This person might have perceived the summer to be crappy. Might have thought, damn, it rained a lot. You know, every time I went to do something, it rained. And what a shitty summer I had. How can one person over here have an amazing summer? Beautiful, great weather, and this person, same location, have a horrible summer, crappy weather. It's because it's based on perception. What you perceive becomes your reality. What you think becomes your reality. You manifest your own reality with your thoughts. Okay, so it's not I don't think it's an incredibly difficult thing to understand. It's a difficult thing to start to get into and start to do, because if you are a negative person in general and you're always very negative, it's going to be hard to step out of that negativity and step into positivity, step into the light. I had to do it. It took me a long time. It actually took me going to prison to do that, okay? And I've told this story a million times. I'm not going to get into it, but I went to prison. I did years for bank robbery, state prison, not county jail, all right? And I read a lot of books, a lot. I mean, countless books. I learned countless information. I meditated. I learned how to silence my mind. I lost a ton of weight. I got healthy. I learned. I mean, I had an awakening in there. I truly believe I activated my Kundalini in there, and I had a lot happen in there. So when I talk about all this stuff, I don't talk about it from the standpoint of somebody that just, oh yeah, I read about this and this is how it works and this is what it does. No, I'm talking about this because I have personal experience with it. It's my experience, and I don't care what people think. You can call me a liar, you can say whatever you want, it doesn't matter, because it's my experience. You can't take that away from me. And very much like the story of the monk and the angry man. The angry man was trying to get the monk mad, and the monk wouldn't budge. And the angry man got even more angry. And he was yelling at the monk and swearing at the monk, and the monk didn't move. And finally, the angry man couldn't take it anymore, and he lost it. He started crying, hysterical, because he was so angry. And he said, what the F is the matter with you? What are you, retarded, dude? Are you kidding me right now? I've been trying to bother you, won't even look at me. What is wrong with you? What are you, stupid? And the monk says, me ask you something. If somebody were to get you a precious, wonderful gift, but you did not accept the gift, where would the gift go? And the man said, well, I guess the guy would take the gift back. He would take it would be his gift then. He'd take it back, and I don't know, it would be his. And he says, your anger is like that gift. If you give me the anger and I don't accept it, I don't take it, I say I don't want it, I'm good, then it's yours. It's not mine. It's your anger, and you're going to carry that around all day, not me. Okay? So you can say whatever you want to me. I don't care, because that's your problem. That's not my problem. My problems are being solved every single day. Every day that I read more and I open my mind more and I open my heart more and I become more humble, that is what's changing my life. That is what's helping me. That is my story. So you can say whatever you want. You can believe whatever you want. But those are your thoughts. That's your perception. That's your reality. And it's a reality I don't want to be in. I've lived in a negative reality. I've lived in a shitty perception. I've lived in that world. I've lived in hell. I have been there. I have met the devil. And guess what? He's living inside of each and every one of us, just like God. You can choose. You can be good, which is what the word God comes from. Good. Godliness is goodliness, okay? And evil is where you get your word devil. Okay, and that goes back to a really ancient story. Lucifer goes back to the word luz, which means light, and that goes back to a story of the planet Venus, which is the third brightest light in the sky. The ancients used to watch it, and as the sun came out, it would get diminished, and it would be more difficult to see. And that light in the sky was Luz, and Luz became Lucy, and Lucy was angry at the light because the light was brighter and more beautiful and more luminous and more brilliant. So it became the arch enemy. Okay, it became the Antichrist, Lucifer, the bright light in the sky. That's the planet Venus. Okay, these are stories. Understand that you have all of this inside of you. Okay, you have the feminine side of you. You have all your feminine aspects, and you have your masculine aspects. You have your two hemispheres of your brain. This whole story, the whole Bible, can be told inside you. And it can be told in the sky, as above, so below. Okay? If you want to learn any of this stuff, this is esoteric Christianity. And the word esoteric and the word occult means secret and hidden. That's all. And it was Jesus, according to the Bible, that said that we need to seek for the truth. We can't just sit around and wait for it to come to us. We can't just sit around and accept all the things that we've been told as truth, because that's not really what we're supposed to do. That's not what we were even told to do. We were told to search for truth. Okay? Search for truth. It says in the Bible that it says something about it is the nature of a king to search for the truth. Okay? It's up for us to do it, man. You want to be a king, you want to run your life, you want to rule your world, you want to rule your perception, you want to have a better reality, then start to understand the truth. Okay? It starts within here. And the beauty of the truth, you know what's amazing about all of this stuff, is that you don't have to listen to anyone to understand and to have a spiritual awakening or to raise your kundalini. As a matter of fact, you have to do the opposite. You have to stop listening to everyone. You have to stop listening to anything. You have to stop listening. You have to shut off the mind. You have to shut off the brain. You have to shut off the physical. You have to shut off the noise and all the bullshit and all that pollution. You have to shut it off to silence the mind so that you can then have your conversation, have your relationship with God. That's how it works. That's what I believe. If you want to learn more, go to my website. I love you all so much. Everything on my website is 100% free, including all of my books. They're all digital. They're all free. If you can support me, please do it. You can become a member. It's $5 a month. You could donate to my GoFundMe, which is also on my website, and all of that. I work 50 hours a week as a recovery coach. Every video I've ever put out on the internet has been for free. I am not allowed to make money. I'm not allowed to monetize. They don't want you to know this. That's all. They want you to be a follower. They want you to be a sheep, and they want you to have a miserable life. They want you to own nothing and be happy. Good luck with that. You know? Good luck with that. Good luck with owning nothing, being happy in this world. Okay, in this world where we have been tricked into thinking that all the material shit around us is important. If you're living in that world and you're going to own nothing and be happy, good luck. You're not going to be. It's not going to happen. You're going to be miserable your whole life. So until you figure out the secrets, okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here to help. That's all. I love you all again, and this is my opinion.